And we are live on YouTube now. All right, so I'm going to run ads on Twitch, and then we're going to get rolling into going through another section of Boot.dev. And we should be able to finish the Git stuff this week, and then we go back to the Python stuff next week. 3-minute ads, there we go. All right, I got 3 minutes to log on the other account. It's like a race. All right. Boot.dev is loaded. That's here. Load the chats. All right. I'm going to load the chat. I can't see chat just yet, but I will be able to in just a minute. I think we're going to beat the 3-minute timer. I give myself 3 minutes to load everything up while I wait for Twitch ads. And then we will copy and paste this. Post it in live. All right. For Git stuff, we'll probably finish up Git this week and move back into Python next week. All right. Looks good. What's up, Josh? Greetings, love your videos. That's awesome. Glad to hear it. Hope your day's going well. What's up, Jake? How are you? Done? Feel better? I am. I was feeling better yesterday, thankfully. So today's just a gift. How are you doing? And I just got back from the doctor. I was talking about because when I slipped on the black ice, I bumped my tailbone. He thinks it might take like 2 or 3 months total to heal. It's been about like a month, so. But wrists, I think I really did just sprain it. So I gotta wait. Hopefully they get better by this month because I want to start lifting with you guys. But I think I might be able to do pull exercises, like back exercises and stuff. So we'll see. Happy Monday to you as well, man. I'm also good. I feel liberated. Let's go. Hell yeah. That's always a good feeling. All right. What else do I still need to do? Are we good? I feel like I'm forgetting something. If you want to listen to music, it's on Twitch. If you don't, you can go to YouTube. There's no music. You can listen to your own on YouTube. I added some new songs to the YouTube. And subs on Twitch obviously can request songs as well. I have Nightbot loaded. I know I'm forgetting something. This is bugging me. What am I forgetting? There is something. Oh, well, we're going to just jump into it. You have web dev, career questions. Feel free to ask in chat. Pin. All right, there we go. Why don't we dive in? And we got a video. We got all of our notifications. Look at those. Dude, we are going to build those up. All right, cool. Let's listen. We got to pause the music for now. And play. So, rebase versus merge is one of the most hotly debated topics in the Git world. A lot of the discussions you'll see online come down to the fact that many developers, yes, even professionals, don't understand the purpose of rebase and use it incorrectly, causing a bunch of Git havoc and then blame the rebase command. It's not Git's fault, it's a skill issue. Primeagen definitely said that.
Rebase might just be one of the most misunderstood features of Git. Where the fear typically kind of comes from is that somebody changes the history of a public branch. And when I say public branch, I mean a lot of people rely on this branch for their repos as well. And of course, when they pull and the changes have been somehow altered in the past, all these conflicts and these weird Git errors start happening, and it just causes a disaster for everybody. And then everyone says, Rebase is terrible, I will never use that, only use merge. Well, skill issues. You used it wrong. To understand Rebase, you simply need to understand its primary use case. Rebase helps you to take the diverging commits from one branch and move them to the tip of the base branch that the feature branch is based on. Now that sounds like a mouthful, but it's actually pretty simple. So take this graph right here. We have two branches, main and feature. Feature branches from main at commit A, and main gets B and C added to it, while the feature branch has D and E. Now we want to be able to take the feature branch and get those changes from main. Now with your current knowledge, you would probably merge main into feature, creating a merge commit, and that does have consequences, and we'll discuss more about that in part 2. But for now, let's focus on Rebase. Rebase is going to allow you to move forward feature branch from diverging at point A up to diverging off of point C, allowing for a fast forward merge if you wish to get it back into main. This also allows you to maintain a merge commit free history, and again, there are some consequences for that, and they can be.
A merge free commit history is the main difference for me, right? I want to hear the different, I want to hear the relevance of that, honestly.
Quite nice. And that is it. You'll notice this gives you the opportunity to do a fast forward merge and kind of have a free of merge commit history. This will allow for some advanced Git features to be more easily usable if you maintain this type of workflow.
Because you're gonna merge, you're gonna get the most up-to-date main and merge it into your feature branch. That's typically what I do. That's my flow. I want to hear why it's better to use Rebase. Compared to how I do it. Visualizing Rebase. Say we have this commit history. We're working on the feature branch and we want to bring, hold on, the video's distracting. Hold on. Okay, so we're working on the feature branch and we want to bring in the changes our team added to main, so we're not working with the stale branch. We can merge main into feature branch, but that would create an additional merge commit. Rebase avoids a merge commit by replaying the commits from feature branch on top of main. After rebase, the history will look like this. I want to hear the advantages and disadvantages of that. That's what I want to hear. Both rebase and merge can be used to integrate changes from one branch to another. True. Loved your newest video, by the way. It's very true. People learn all this stuff like Next, Tailwind, while neglecting basics. And that's the real problem. It's it's okay to learn these extra things, but most junior developers' foundations just suck. It takes a long time to build skills. Just get comfortable with CSS and JavaScript, and a lot of people aren't. That's the problem. It's not that they're learning these new technologies. It's that like almost everyone just jumps into abstractions way too quickly. Way too quickly. That's the real problem, but I don't know. I just feel like I'm blue in the face saying that over and over. So it's like, you know what? Fuck it. Stop learning Next. Stop learning Tailwind. Also, those tutorials teach newest and shiniest tech. Aspiring devs would be surprised if they saw how many companies still use jQuery. That is a thing. You should use jQuery and get exposure to it. I don't think you need to build a bunch of stuff with it, but yes, 100% agree. Or some old obscure version of React with class components. The number of front-end curriculums that like really don't dive into classes with JavaScript, that is still a thing. That is still a thing. I mean, we're not even talking about nests. Like, you better be comfortable with classes if you're going to be wait, what am I saying? If you're going to be working with Nest. But yeah, there's still React apps using classes. Very sure, or very true with that. What's up, Dewey? Not a lot. This is going to be actually a short stream. I'm just giving you guys a heads up. It probably won't go more than an hour. I have a lot of work to do. And I'm behind because I'm sick. And I'm just behind. So I am cramming like crazy over the next like couple days. I have no idea what Tailwind is. I heard about it through Don Crappy. Hey, at least I can expose you to different languages and different stuff, or not languages, but different libraries by me shitting on it. That's cool. I like that. Yeah, that's cool. I've thought about it. Here's the thing. I could turn on song requests if you are a YouTube member. The problem is, on YouTube, you don't hear them. Right? I don't mind YouTube members having access to it. You just don't hear it. So what's the point, All right. Blank can add an additional commit, and blank does not. Okay, so merge can add an additional commit. And wait, what? Yeah, merge, and then rebase does not. Okay. Oh, let me bring this up. We were using Webflix, right? Yep. Okay, cool. Let me bring this over. Let's go. All right. We need a new feature branch, but to be able to practice a rebase, we want it to not include some of the recent commits on main. Okay. Use the git switch command to create and switch to a new branch. So from main, all right. It's Webflix, right? Pretty sure. Yeah. Use git switch to create C, right? Update Dune. But branch off of the D commit. Okay. Create and switch to a new, but and then you could just add the commit hash. Okay, I was like, do we check out the commit first and then we create the branch? Okay, gotcha. So actually, Let's grab this. Let's go. All right. Okay. We're off a D. Nice. All right. Replace the commit hash with a hash of the... I wonder if checkout can do that conveniently. Replace the commit hash with the hash of the decommit. Oh, gotcha. Yep. Verify that you are on the new branch. We already verified. I want to remember those flags. One line. That's one line. Get log one line minus n. Oh, it requires an argument. Okay. One. So, okay. Gotcha. All right, cool. Is that it? Okay. We're just setting it up. We're about to do a rebase. I haven't done a rebase in years. I'm not even joking. Been a long, long time. Let's go. I like Tailwind. As someone who's not that, or who's not... Wait. I can't read. I like Tailwind. As someone who has not that much interest in being front-end dev, really makes doing front-end for me easier. Yep, Tailwind is a good use case for you, Jake, for sure. But I'm specific with my goal. I'm building my own stuff, so the stack's mine. I don't care if someone hires for that. If you're looking for a job, don't be like everyone else. Learn the basics. Yeah, 100% agree with you. Backend developers, backend-focused people, like pull in a CSS library, pull in a JS library, right? You don't really have to get that good with JavaScript. You don't have to get that good with semantic HTML and CSS. I don't think it hurts to learn that stuff. It can only make you a better developer, of course. But yeah, like my stress of like really get comfortable with CSS and JavaScript is for a lot of aspiring front-end developers who choose not to do that. But there are definitely use cases for using Tailwind. And a lot of experienced developers who are already good with CSS just want to use something different. Cool. Try it out. It's a good use case. It's all about context. But, you know, like, that's the problem. A lot of this information gets passed around without context. That is the problem. All right. Let's move on. To use Rebase to bring changes from main onto a current branch, let's pretend we're on JDSL. We would run this whole, or while on the JDSL branch, get rebase main. This will do the following. Check the latest commit from the main into a temporary location. Okay. Replay each commit from JDSL one at a time onto the temporary location. Update the JDSL branch to point to the last replayed commit in the temporary location, making this a new permanent. So if you have merge conflicts with each commit along the way, do you get to deal with those merge conflicts with each commit? Or do you kind of just have this temporary commit that gets merged in? I think you do it with each commit. The rebase does not affect the main branch. JDSL now includes all changes from main. Add 2 commits to the update Doom branch. Add the following quotes to quote. Okay. All right. Add the following quotes. Okay, so... Okay, nano quotes, Dune MD. The spice must flow. Oh, we're doing 2 commits. Add 2. Yeah, it did say 2 commit. No, we're not doing this. No. Exit. No, we're not saving it. Echo. We've learned this. Uh-oh. Do we have to escape one of these? we don't need... I think we... So we can use single quotes. What, like, this is what I would just normally do. Can we just do this? Hold on, let me look at the... Well, man. But I'm having issues with, like... I think it's the headphones causing this issue. But I have a cracked tooth. I've been having issues with it when I've been working out. It hurts a little bit. I think it's the headphones, like, putting pressure on my head while I was sick or something. I don't know. It's crazy. All right, so we have the... Wait, what am... Yeah, we actually need the quotes. Right? Like, this isn't a list. Specifically, we got to do this whole thing. All right, so echo. Quotes, Dune, MD. Okay, so cat quotes, Dune, MD. Okay, we're good. Awesome. All right. So we are going to add this for horse. Okay. And then echo fear is the mind killer. Cool. Looks good. Okay. While still on the update Doom branch, rebase your changes onto main. When you say rebase your changes onto main, we want to update... Okay, update Dune's changes on top of it. Wait, what? That means it's going to do it onto main? So, like, if we do rebase main onto main, it doesn't update main with these changes, right? From main, when you do like get rebase main, does that mean like get rebase on main, onto main? We want the changes on the new branch. No, we don't. Wait, did we? No, yeah, we added the 2 new commits to the update Doom branch. So I think we are... Interesting. On the update Doom branch, rebase your changes onto main. Main is a base, and we want to update Dune's changes on top of it. So get rebase main. I'm pretty sure we're doing this. And updated, okay. Get log 1 line. So we do have, gotcha. Yeah, perfect. Okay, so we have egg, FG. So when the phrasing is like rebase your changes onto main. If someone says that, what they're referring to specifically is to merge main into update Dune. The wording just sounds weird with that to me. Even though we originally branched off of the D from main, we should see a nice... Like, this is cool. I like this. I mean, just for this alone, I like Rebase better. But I thought Prime said there was going to be a con to this. I'm going to look at the graph. Run and submit your tests. All right. There we go. Let's go. What's up? What's up, Jeremy? How you doing, man? Yeah, we're doing rebasing. There's a Git setting that makes rebasing. I'm not Googling anything else, Jeremy. Just one step at a time. Just one step at a time. But how you doing, man? Nano driving you crazy? No, Nano isn't. I just wanted to remember the command, like to append something to a text file. I just wanted to remember that command. Echo doesn't care. It's Bash that is doing the escaping. Okay. So, like, if I did something like, yo, you are saying that yo would be echoed? It will move the changes in your update Doom branch onto the tip. Main does not... Well, yeah, I get what it does now. And I know you were typing that while I was talking through it. But the wording just seems off. Rebase your changes onto main. When I hear onto, would you not perceive that as like changes being done to main? I guess it's just like how it reads for me. It's giving me flashbacks helping junior devs wrap their mind around Git. Yeah, I'm a fan of this course. I think it was pretty well laid out. Doing well. Homemade baked mac and cheese for dinner. Okay. Do you at least have like some meat mixed in with it, Jeremy? Or is it just mac and cheese? Basically makes you handle all conflicts between every commit of your feature branch against main. Yep, that's what Rebase does. You were saying that arguments to echo use the bash quoting rules. Okay, well, I guess I don't understand the relevance of that. Maybe it's to something I said. Ham and broccoli. Okay, ham and broccoli. That's not bad. I like it because I'm not a savage. I like it. Once again, food topics. Yep. Food topics indeed. Oh, shit. Damn, you're making Jake hungry. It's like late for him, too. Uh-oh. Dude, ham and mac and cheese is good. I feel like most of us could agree. Like, most sane people could agree on that, right? Pretty sure we could. Cool. Yeah, it's just a wording. Maybe it's just me that is perceiving it this way, but rebasing your changes onto main. When you say onto anything, it should be like changes going into main. That's how I read that. So I get how Rebase works, but the way this was worded made me question how Rebase works. Ham is fantastic at mac and cheese, and homemade is the best form of mac and cheese. Very true. Oh, we got like no one on Twitch. We got like 3 people or 3 viewers. We are an hour later. I wonder if Twitch just didn't push it out to people. That's interesting. It's just semantics. I know it's just semantics, but semantics matter. I don't think that's like, I mean, of course it's just semantics. I just think the semantics are misleading. So I guess let me question this. You guys think this is normal? This is a way you would specifically say this out loud? If you are describing how Rebase works, and you are saying you want to basically rebase main, like I would even say like rebase main onto the update Dune branch, you would literally say rebase your changes onto main when you want to bring the changes from main into update Dune? Like, is this how you would specifically word it, is what I'm asking you? That is the point of the conversation. It is semantics. But to brag, today I did some crispy chicken strips. The meat was in buttermilk. Crispy chicken strips. The meat was in buttermilk for 24 hours, and I used nice natural chicken spices mix. It was the best chicken I ever did. Damn, Jake, I think you just beat everyone. Whew. Heck no, I think Git terminology is confusing as all get out. But that is how most people... It is. Okay, so that is an accurate way to phrase that. Okay. And I think that's the main thing I wanted to know. Okay, that's interesting. I think this is just one of those things where I didn't really question it too much and just memorize. Okay. All right, this is standard. This is a conventional way to say this. I am going to fuck that up. For sure. I am 100% going to fuck that up. But if both of you are saying, like, this is a standard way of saying that, all right. Anything special? No, we kind of get the gist of it. All right. Let's go on to when to rebase. When to rebase. Git rebase and git merge are different tools. An advantage of merge is that it preserves a true history of the project. It shows when branches were merged and where. One disadvantage is that it can create a lot of merge commits, which can make the history harder to read and understand. A linear history is generally easier to read, understand, and work with. Some teams enforce the usage, one or the other, on the main branch, but generally speaking, you'll be able to do whatever you want with your own changes. So let me ask you guys this. Here's where I could see rebase being not so great. So using merge, you are if you have to deal with a bunch of merge conflicts, you are going to merge it in. Actually, if you merge it in and deal with merge conflicts, does it create an extra commit? Or is it just a commit with the merge? And it combines your fix of the merge conflict changes. I think it's just one commit. It overwrites the commit. Okay. I don't think I have a question then. Okay. Everyone messes it up at first. Well, with the phrasing. It's like how I first learned about pull request. You push your code, but to merge, it's a request to pull your changes into the trunk, aka main. Okay. I'm lazy. I just do git merge. What's up, DF? Yep. I've done a lot of git merges in my past. Merge commits are special. Rebase is effectively changing history. Yeah, that's what it seems like. So if you are... Well, here's the thing. If you're rebase, actually, I guess I do have a question. If you are rebasing, you are going to get the commits from main into your feature branch or whatever you're rebasing into. I'm going to say it like that. I don't give a shit. I just can't say onto. Stupid. But if you have to fix merge conflicts, are you replacing each of those commits? You know what I mean? Are you replacing, like, let's say we had the E, F, G commits. If I have to fix merge conflicts every step of the way, am I replacing each of those commits in the feature branch? Where the feature branch is now going to essentially have the same commits, but they're going to be different? Does that make sense? There's no one single form of a merge commit. You could do merge squash, merge fast forward, or regular. Just, we're talking about regular merge. What's up, Zinka? How you doing? Oh, yeah, you streamed today. How did it go? get rebase main equals bring me the latest commits in main, if any, so that I can rebase my new commits on top of them. So any merge conflicts that need new commits that you've fixed would be on top of the commits that you're bringing in. It wouldn't replace them, is what you're saying. Yeah, I won't even get you started on that, Jeremy. In a merge, you only fix the conflicts once. Okay. In a rebase, though, we're talking about, but in a rebase, the conflicts might propagate through all the commits that you are rebasing. Okay, so you're really erasing history. So you don't have the diff between your original commits with main. It's actually going to be an altered version that's just overwritten in the feature branch if you're rebasing main into your feature branch. Right? Rebase, rewrite the history completely. Man. I still think I kind of like Rebase better for like updating into a feature branch. I think I should just start using Rebase, to be honest. It's going to end up at a point where like I wanted previous changes. I mean, I could like check out the hash in main to check out some of those changes if Rebase is going to just completely overwrite them in the feature branch. But yeah, I think I'll probably just start using Rebase for that. You can even use it to remove commits, squash commits together, or reorder the commits. Okay, so you have a bit more control with Rebase with that. It's good. It went well. Lots of raids. Oh, really? Someone redeemed a raid request, so I couldn't send them here today? Oh, it's okay, Zinka. I always appreciate your raids no matter what. You know, you don't have to feel like you need to. Even if I guilt you into it. I'm just messing with you. But yeah, that's cool. No worries, man. I am pretty much at the point where everything left is hard on the Game Boy. Oh, really? Okay, so you got the challenges. Wait, why'd you do all the easy stuff first? What are you doing over there? What do you mean? You procrastinated all the hard stuff. Because it's easy? Okay, that's a good reason. Is it, though? I don't know. But I'm kind of curious, are you having fun with your project? Hey, good to see you back, Jessa. How you doing? Happy Monday to you as well. How's it going? All right. You should never rebase a public branch like main. What is it? A linear history is generally easier to read, understand, and work with. Some teams enforce the usage of one or the other as their main branch, but generally speaking, you'll be able to do whatever you want with your own branches. You should never rebase a public branch like main onto anything else. Other developers have checked it out, and if you change its history, you'll cause a lot of problems. Dude, this is so weird. The phrasing with this is so... No, it's broken. No. Git is wrong. I don't care. You should never rebase a public branch like main onto anything else. To me, that means that you are rebasing main into another branch. This is crazy. No. I know that it's accurate. I just don't agree with it. This is not intuitive. However, with your own branch, you can rebase onto other branches, including a public branch like main, as much as you want. It's generally good manners to rebase a public branch onto your own personal branch. To this wording, I gotta get it right. Good manners to rebase a public branch on to your own. No, that's going to be going into the public branch. So false. We got it. Woo, we got it. We're in the clear. I thought I was going to screw that up, and we got it. Doing good. It's been a long, busy week, but the Eagles won. Oh, Super Bowl. I'm happy. I just liked watching Taylor Swift's boyfriend lose. I didn't really check into the Super Bowl, though. There's a lot of drama with that game. That warning is really important. What warning? Making it look like a Game Boy is easy. Making it act like one is not. And yeah, I've learned some things today. I messed around with a has pseudo class. Yo, let's go. Okay. Has pseudo class. It's a bit newer. Pretty sure it is, right? Or are you talking about like a... You're talking about like colon has, right? Not period has. But I think it like will recursively search through to find... Like it's not searching for the direct child, it's recursively searching. Or you could probably like look for like a direct child, but it can potentially recursively search for different stuff of children elements. Oh, dot has is newer. Oh. Wait, oh. Okay, it is colon. My brain... All right, no worries, no worries. Okay. I'm like, oh, there's a dot has, huh? How you feeling? I'm feeling a lot better. Thanks for asking. But, yeah, I'm feeling a hell of a lot better. I worked out yesterday, and I hit a couple PRs. Let's go. Give a Boot.dev referral code. We leave tonight. What's up? Yeah, I actually do in the Twitch panels below. I think it's like 25% off. Or just use Don the Developer. You could just type it in Don the Developer when they ask for it. But if you are looking to learn backend, I highly suggest it. Obviously, I'm affiliated, so keep that in mind, but like I do highly suggest it. Git was created by Linus. He made it so only higher beings like him can understand the details, Jake. Jake might be onto something. Yeah, there was quite a bit of drama with the halftime. Thanks, Primogen, to Rich already. What is that? What? Thanks, Primogen, to Rich already. What does that mean? And working out always makes us feel better and more productive. Oh, yeah. It makes me feel way better. We haven't seen you in a while. What have you been up to? Rebase is like recasting Batman without any announcements, and the show goes on. Merge is like recasting Batman and then having a short discussion about why we did it. Okay. Yeah, Rebase is a bit sneaky, isn't it? Note that you are not actually modifying main when you rebase your branch on top of it. Yes, I do know that. Yeah. Oh, wait. Note that you are not actually modifying main. Oh, you are modifying main when you merge that into a feature branch? Is that what you're saying? Are you sure? Are you trying to distinguish between the difference between rebase and merge? Because I know, like, obviously with a rebase, you're not... You do. You modify main. Oh, interesting. Of course you would. I guess of course you would. It's going to log a lot more. Okay. What? No, that's not... When you say modify, what do you mean? Like, you're not adding a new commit to main. Like, if you merge main into your feature branch, you're not adding a new commit to main, so how do you modify main? You were there for Kendrick? Were you? Yeah, Kendrick, I guess there's some drama with him and fucking Drake or whatever. I'll be honest, I don't really know the drama between them. I have not been keeping up with that. The warning in the lesson that you read at the end. Oh, I don't read titles. Yeah, I don't read these. I read these. That's fair. Okay, I see what you're saying now. I usually use the git wing command for these situations. Okay. No matter what you've done, you can always go back with a git reflog and git reset. I've never used reflog. We'll probably, maybe we'll end up in a sticky situation. I got confused as hell with this at first too, just how it's worded. Now I understand it as grabbing changes from the main into my branch. The rewriting history part refers to my commits getting new hashes. Yeah. Yeah. I think I understand what's happening, and you guys have outlined some extra details that can help with this, but I think it was just that one wording, onto, that just throws me off. It's not into, it's onto. I gotta like visualize like how that's happening in my head to like get this down. Should never rebase, like if you rebase main onto a feature branch, I can't even visualize this to like remember this. It just like, it seems like you're merging main and whatever. I'll never get it. Technically, it depends on what you rebase onto what. You like the halftime show? Wasn't it just Kendrick or whatever? Or was there more? I did not watch the Super Bowl. I just watched clips and stuff. Been tackling lots of spring cleaning type tasks around the house to get done by the end of the month. So that's where, all my limited spare time is going, but almost done. Yo, let's go. Hell yeah, being productive. Jessa, didn't you say you were doing like a sober January or whatever? How's that going? Kendrick's bell bottoms? What are bell bottoms? Do I want to look that up? Primogen too rich. I have no idea what you're saying, we leave. I like Kendrick. The music was fun to dance along to. Okay. And the way he teased the drama song, then played it was kind of funny, was it? Okay. I feel like that was more for, it was like an insider thing where like if you knew what was happening, you really liked it. And if you didn't care about it, you're just like, what is this? What's up, Justafi? How you doing? Samuel Jackson was like an actor in it? Really? Samuel Jackson? Huh. Yep, we're coding today. How are you doing? Bell-bottom jeans bra? He wore a bra? Why? Did he have man tits or something? What? This is what I'm literally reading what you're saying. So if you rebase branch B onto A, you are taking all the commits. And I understand what's happening, Jeremy. Okay, but it doesn't modify what commit A is pointing to. So, oh, okay, wait. I see you're describing what you meant by, okay. So if you rebase branch, but we were talking about a merge that did that, were we not? You are not actually modifying main when you rebase your branch onto it. This is true, but you were saying you modify main when you merge main into something? Oh, wait, no, you're literally using onto. I think I read that wrong originally. Know that you are not actually modifying main when you rebase your branch on top of it. I guess, what does on top of it mean? Like if I rebase main onto, nope. If I rebase my feature branch onto main, I am essentially getting the changes from main that my feature branch doesn't have. And you're saying that main will not be affected with rebase, but with merge it will. But merging main into the feature branch does not create a new commit. That's where we're at. But it doesn't modify what commit A is pointing to, so A and B are still two different branches. Yeah, B will include A, but A won't necessarily include B. When you merge a branch into main, main gets modified. Okay, I think I understand what you're saying. And yeah, it is hard to chat it all out. But when you merge a branch into main, main gets... I did not know it got... How does it get modified, is my question. Because if it got modified... Obviously, like, if it got modified and I push main up to remote... then main is going to be ahead of what most people have with main, is what you're saying. Like if I merge main into a feature branch, then I push main up to remote, that is going to be ahead of everyone else's main branch at that point because there is a commit on top of it, or like what gets modified with main? Work coding for me. You don't like coding, or it's just like you're getting a little burned out. Wait, well, I don't know. I'm trying to understand, Zinka. My slang is weird. I forget most people have no idea what I'm saying. Bell-bottom jeans, brah. Oh, jeans. But you said... Oh, you literally were just like bra. That's... Oh, I thought you meant like a bra with straps. I thought that's what you meant. Why didn't you say bro? What's up, Frozen? How you doing? No, I have not. Justify. I have not. What would be the reason to look at it? What's unique about it? I was so lost for a second. Like, how did we get from Git to man tits? We're going back and forth. It's literally Twitch. We're talking on Twitch, and then we're talking on YouTube. YouTube, we have experienced developers, like highly focused on what we're doing. In Twitch, we have like a bunch of ADHD folks who are completely derailing everything. And I like both, by the way. I like both conversations. So we're hopping between both. Oh, you like coding when it... I mean, just a Sophia, I think a lot of developers can relate to that. Are you working on a personal project that you enjoy? Because trust me, I do get that. Sober February has failed so far. Okay. Oh, you were doing it for February. Wait, it's only been 8 days or 10 days. But there's a reason, not an excuse. Okay, but I signed up for a huge obstacle course race in September. Decided I'll go ham for 6 months, starting in March. No alcohol, nutrition plan. So hubby and I had a few, for Super Bowl yesterday to celebrate, but also as a last day to have a drink before the 6 months in training and shoot. Okay. I think it's awesome that you're doing it with your partner for sure. For sure. I think that can help a lot. Yep, Zinka is quirky. Okay, thanks for sharing, Jessa. Dude, I'm telling you, I had an urge to drink on Saturday. Like, it was strong. I was like, what the fuck? And it's just because other people were drinking. I'm like, fuck. Because, yeah, it's only been a month. Those habits will go away, but I was like, fuck, I really want to drink. Twitch is where the weirdos go. This is true. Think Like a Git is a tutorial site on getting your head around things like merge. Okay. I think I get it, though. I feel like Jeremy and everyone in chat has been kind of helping me understand like some of the inner workings. But no, I kind of understand. I understand what's happening with merge. I understand what's happening with rebase. It is accurate. Unhinged, yep. You guys know what I'm talking about. Of course Twitch is like that. Twitchers be twitching. Very true. But thank you for the recommendation, Justify, for sure. To be frank, it's mostly me just derailing. It usually is Zinka. Bro's not wrong. It'll help both of us. Thanks for checking in on my goal. Yeah, for sure, for sure. Are you glad after the fact that you didn't? I'm neutral on it. I think what would happen is if I did, I would regret it. But right now I'm neutral on it. I think because I think I'm getting bored. I'm not really hanging out with people that drink anymore, and I'm getting bored. And so I'm like, oh, drinking would make things fun. And I think that's more of a sign like, I need to do some more shit. It's just dead of winter here. You know, it's hard to get involved in stuff. I got to meet new people. I'm going to be honest. I got to meet new people that don't drink. That's what I need to do. But I think like just the appeal of drinking is like I'm bored. So all I do is like work and hang out with a few people. Yeah, I think I'm just bored. I'm busy though. Like I got contracts and stuff and I am busy. Rebase onto the latest commits from main in my branch. Rebase on. So you say rebase onto your branch. That's how I would perceive it. And it's the opposite. See, exactly. I'm pretty sure Brandon has the same gripe with it. Merges are usually fine in main. No history gets rewritten. Okay. If you modify main by moving it on top of another branch, then you will rewrite all of main's commits. And that will cause all of your coworkers to be upset with you. Yeah, moving it on top. Yeah, you don't want to move it on top. Yeah. I get why you don't do that. Again, it's just the wording. Look, I've hung out on Twitch streams before. I'm no different than that. Yeah, I think it's a Twitch thing. Just Twitch changes people. Been a month since I've had alcohol. Okay, all right. Are you just trying to go without it for a while? I feel like it's like, you know, like if it's not negatively affecting your life, I think it's easy to kind of just let alcohol become a normal habit. You know, a lot of people are just completely fine. They function just fine. They're I don't even like the word functioning alcoholics because I think alcoholic is like a more serious term, but it's like a lot of people just function. They just do it occasionally and stuff like that. But then when they have to like go without it for a while, it's like, oh, wait, this isn't as easy as I thought it would be. Chicago winters are bare. No one wants to go out. Yeah. I mean, you still have a lot of events in Chicago, though. Like Northwest Indiana. I'm going to do a 5K at my gym, I think. Coding can be a high. Yep. Hopefully you're working on a personal project, though. That's interesting. Way to step back and analyze those feelings. Yeah. I mean, I think 2025 for me is like a bit more self-discovery. And one of the biggest reasons for alcohol was like it held me back from like losing weight, and like it really clouded my mind quite a bit. But for me, sorry, I had to check something. For me, I'm still getting distracted. But for me, it's like I want a clear mind to be able to do more meditation and self-work. I've been experimenting with like a lot of like hypnosis, meditation, mainly self-awareness, or what do you call it? Like mindful meditation, and different binaural beats, and then like trying to read my subconscious as I get further into the book. I think it's fun. So I think alcohol clogs all of that up. It clouds everything. What kind of contract work do you do? Oh, mainly just like contracts with helping people become developers. Like contracts with different coding boot camps of like helping their students. Like I'll extend my career services out to other programs. Or like people that are looking for mentorship and stuff like that, or like affiliate partnerships and sponsors, like video sponsorships, stuff like that. Grinding like coffee. What's that mean? Rebase and merge swap the direction of verbs when they talk about operations. They're weird. They're just weird. Okay, yeah. I just have 1 to 2 drinks most of the time I drink. I rarely drink more than 3 drinks, so I don't really see it as a problem for me. Yeah, if it's not a problem, it's not a problem. And if you drink more and you're responsible about it, so what? You know? It just, everyone has different goals. I like to drink more when I drink, for sure. I'm usually not just like, if I'm just going to drink a few drinks, like if I'm just chilling for a few hours, I'm not going to just drink a few drinks. Like if I'm just there for a few hours, I'm not going to drink at all. If I'm there for like 6 hours, we're going to drink more than a few drinks. That's how I am. I just don't see a point in like, I don't know. I just don't really see a point in drinking at all. It's like, why screw up my diet if just for a few hours? Like if I'm feeling low on energy, maybe I'll just get like drink some juice or something. Got a handful of personal. Oh, okay. I don't know. Maybe you're doing too much. That's mostly why I don't drink. Trying to cut the... It's the calories. Yep, that's the big one. Quitting caffeine was one of the hardest things I did. Yep. I dare everyone here that has been drinking coffee or getting caffeine to, like, quit caffeine for, like, 2 months. I dare people to try it. Experiment with praying to God. Why not try the creator directly? I don't pray. I'm a Christian, but I don't pray a lot. I don't even remember. Once in a while I do. But I think there's more to God than... I think there's more to spirituality. Like, even if you're Christian, there's more to your being than just God. There's more spirituality to explore. If you're just limited to just that, even as a Christian, I think you are severely limiting yourself to what you can discover about yourself. Do you keep a list of what boot camps are out there? A list? I don't have a giant list, no. I have a YouTube channel where we've reviewed a lot of different coding boot camps. You could check that out. If you go to my homepage, I should have a playlist of like coding boot camp reviews and stuff like that. I'm like a couple times a month imbiber. I enjoy scotch and some beers, but it's never been habitual. Okay. I don't think I've ever really enjoyed the taste of alcohol ever. Like, barely. And so you could kind of just sip on something and enjoy it if you enjoy the taste. One of those weird people who seem to be unaffected by caffeine. We are tiny. Yes, that is a thing. Yup. I have a friend who probably consumes about like 10... No. Probably consumes about like 1,000 milligrams of caffeine every day. It barely affects... He can go to sleep. Only drink water and milk. Get B12 for energy. Okay. What's up, Jesus? Your brain probably works... let's see, I swear most millennials think they have ADHD just because we all drink too much caffeine. That could be a thing. That could be a thing. People support quitting alcohol or cigarettes. People hated on me for quitting coffee too close to home. That's funny. Yeah. Yeah. People think I'm crazy for not really drinking coffee. I take 50 milligrams of caffeine with 100 milligrams of theanine, and I do it for workouts. No negative side effects of the caffeine because of the counteraction with the theanine. And it's honestly like a very helpful focus thing for me. You do feel a little bit less energy than if you weren't to take theanine, but I don't know. I like when Lent comes, I'm going to be giving up the caffeine pill. I'm going to be working out without it. I can quite cold turkey with no discernible impact. Yeah, it sounds like you really never built a strong habit of it. That's good. Yeah, especially developers. Well, honestly, like most people, but like especially developers, they're like, why are you quitting caffeine? Like, you're just going to be a bad developer. What? That's stupid. I feel like that's the mindset of a developer, you know? Like, look at this weirdo fucking trying to be healthy over here. Who the hell does he think he is? When to rebase? All right. Nope. Same information. It's generally okay to merge changes into your own private branch. It's generally okay to merge changes into your own private branch. Okay, into or rebase your branch onto a public branch. True. Okay, we will get that terminology correct. Okay, so we are going to go through reset. Oh, yes. We get to debug some of the tough stuff. I love it. We're going to be going through that tomorrow. We're just going to chill and talk for a bit today. How you guys doing? What are you guys up to? Kind of unhinged stuff are you guys up to? This is basically what we were doing before anyways, so. Ever divided into the Git directory? I don't think I've ever divided anything about Git. Since we're talking about addictions, I'm going to share a bit too much. Oh, jeez. Okay, but I'm doing it 1 year. Why? Okay. Sure. Yeah. Hold on. Oh, you do have a chat. Why don't I recognize your name? Holy crap. Okay. I thought you were just some like new chatter. Okay. Please tell us about your no-fap journey. We would love to. The last time you talked here was July 19th. Welcome back. All right, let's read it. Since we're talking about addiction, I'm going to share too much. I'm doing a 1 year no-fap, started 1st of January, 41 days, and it's so difficult. Okay. Does anyone want to comment on that? Anyone at all? I think that's good for self-discipline. You forgot about Twitch? Oh, did you? I don't know. The effects of it are... I think like the big thing that is touted is like an increase in testosterone. I think the research is iffy on that. I don't know how much I want to go into detail about this, but yes, preserving can give you a heightened sense of energy, and if you learn to redirect that energy, you can be pretty productive with it. And it can fuel you, like it really can. But essentially, it's kind of like a different type of energy that you have a new resource, and if you don't know how to manage it well, it'll be extremely distracting. But if you do learn how to manage it well, it can really, really benefit a lot of men in their productivity. But it's just a difficult thing to do. So, your future wife will be thankful. Will she expand on that, Zinka? Why will his future wife be thankful? I would love to hear your thoughts on that. Okay, I promise it's not because of the topic, but I have to bail for dinner. Yeah, okay. All right, we scared Jeremy away. All right, take care, Jeremy. Enjoy the mac and cheese and ham and broccoli. Thanks for joining us. I mean, no disrespect, it's just the terminology that had me scratch my head. Oh, have you heard that terminology before? Being a slave to fap into content benefits no one. I say, so I don't think that's what he's doing. So if you're going like completely, that's like holding without like no relations whatsoever, even with a woman, right? Or man, whoever you're interested in. Like I'm pretty sure it's like no sex whatsoever. But I agree. Like, porn is a complete dopamine rewire, and I think it is harmful, even in moderate. Like, there are pros and cons to it, but generally it's pretty harmful. And just like how it really fucks up your dopamine system. So I'm usually a fan of it, with just keeping things natural and not consuming content. I think it would help. It just depends on where you are as a man. Like a lot of men I think would benefit. A lot of men get too addicted to it. And at the very least, like if you are very addicted to it, just try to improve that addiction. Remember, you will always be broke and will never make it in business. I don't agree with you guys on this one. What? You will never make it in business. Is this like a Wolf on Wall Street reference? I have no idea. It's not like I can argue for or against this, but trying this level up. Okay, yeah, try it out. See how it works for you. I think that's a good way to look at it. I don't really... I think it's really good for self-discipline. I think it's huge. But to not be successful in like your career or business, I don't know about that. Oh, that's a joke. 99% of business guys say it. Gotcha. Okay. Use the kappa. I don't know if you guys are joking. Okay, I'll dive into it, but don't get mad. Okay. If he is do I gotta do like 18 or over? I think I gotta like mark my stream or something. I don't know. We'll see how far we go into this. By the way, anyone else is welcome to bring up a different topic. Okay. So it's probably to a certain point women don't like men who watch, pay for that. And if men, this is so much speculation. I don't know if he is single, focusing on fapping is instead of dating. It can be, yes, that's a big one. Like a lot of men can get addicted, and it's like alleviates that tension that naturally builds up that is basically signaling to you that you want a partner. Right? Well, it's not even signaling that. It's signaling that you need to. Hold on. I just got to be careful. I don't know if I gotta like use these words carefully because this is not a typical stream, and I feel like I'm gonna get flagged on YouTube. I think I'm like mainly worried about YouTube, so I'm gonna skip some words. But I know what you guys are talking about. Monk mode and bullshit like that. But like Zinka, you have a good point. Like in relationships, women are generally not gonna be happier. Like I think like both men and women are probably not going to be happier if your partner is paying for it. It's like, it's almost going to be like a, well, am I not good enough sort of thing. But it's also, I mean, like, women are generally going to be more attracted to men that are more successful with dating. Probably more grounded, more confident. And women are going to feel safer with men like that. But I do think it can be, I can't think of the word. What word am I trying to think of? Like it could just be a crutch, right? Like when you kind of get that urge, instead of like seeking out a partner, it could become a crutch and lower your motivation to go out and seek a partner, which, you know, at the end of the day, it's like we're built not to be alone in that sense. So go out and seek a partner. So I think the dependency that you create with stuff like that can be really, really bad. We haven't like a single problem. Like I haven't looked into women, but a lot of men are very, very lonely. A lot of men are like, there's a problem among especially many young men who have not even gotten into their first relation, still virgins, stuff like that, who don't want that. They want to like get a partner. They want to not be a virgin. They want to experience things. It's like, and I do think that material can keep you sedated. I think that's the best way to put it. Like it can keep you sedated from seeking that out. Dopamine addiction is worth getting a handle on. 100%. 100%. Todd gives reproductive advice segment. Yep, we talk about these topics, but I'm blaming you guys. I don't bring this stuff up. You guys do. And I just have thoughts on it. So I get to blame you guys, but then the chat represents me, so I can't really escape from that. That entire process of going outside, meeting people and women, dating, etc., and the physical aspect of it all versus an instant gratification from a few videos while hiding in my... Yep, that's a really good reason to do that. It's a really good reason to do that. But the thing is, you can't expect to do that and then expect you to all of a sudden take action. If you aren't used to putting yourself in uncomfortable situations and getting rejected by women, just like going up to women and introducing yourself, I don't think doing the nofap thing is going to get you to do that. It's going to do is make you frustrated, and you have to force yourself to do it on top of your reset that you're doing. You have to, because I think it's not going to be a good thing for you unless you substitute. You're going to look back on it and be like, well, that was stupid. That didn't really achieve anything for me. Men are lonely and women are making it worse by opting for making this content. It's a perpetual cycle of toxicity. 100%. Yep, men are lonely. They are enabling it by paying for this stuff. And women are profiting off of very lonely, desperate men and not really having a lot of empathy for them fucking over all these men. This is very true. It's very true. Both are guilty. Both are guilty, 100%. Replace it with side projects. You could. I like it. Replace it with side projects. Yeah. No one forces them to watch. But that's... What? Like, no one's saying that they're forcing men to watch, But when you have someone who is unwell, I think we can still acknowledge that they are building kind of an addiction and building bad habits that get reinforced over time. And it's like no one's forcing people to no one's forcing people to not code, but I'm still going to go over the habits and point out kind of a lot of bad things that they're building up and have empathy for them to refocus them into actually wanting to better their future. Right? It's like you could, or maybe you're talking about like women. So yeah, women that advertise it. Yes. Like if we're talking about like OF girls, women that do advertise that shit, it doesn't mean they're completely clean of any wrongdoing by giving access to a lot of shit that's just going to fuck over men. That's a lack of empathy. Just because they're not forcing the man to do it doesn't mean they like have a clean slate from it. No, fuck no. We can still look at the entire, like if you are sensitive where you don't like, I guess what is your stance, Jake? Are you trying to say that women are doing nothing wrong by that? Is that your stance? I think that's what I would want to know. The more people reject this and make sincere, genuine connections, the better off everyone will be, 100%. And I think that's fine to go hard on this kind of topic, on people consuming it, on people distributing it, because overall it will make society better, 100%. Dude, if you want to bring it back to tech, IT, I can't imagine the future. Nah, we're talking about fapping. I can't imagine the future effect, meaning AI. Oh, man. Oh, the sex robots. That's a thing. And there's like apps and stuff to substitute. That is dangerous shit. That is really dangerous. Yup. It will 100% make it worse. We have a loneliness epidemic, 100%. And AI is going to make that so much worse. That is a thing already. Definitely will make it way worse. Dude, I tried one of those apps. I was going to do it on stream. I saw XQC doing it, and I thought it'd be funny, and I tried it out. And then, like, the problem is you have to pay. Like, the app, what was I trying out? I forgot the app, but in order to get any interesting conversation, even, like, non-sexual, you had to pay for the explicit version or whatever. And I'm like, well, now if I have to pay for this, now I'm worried I'm going to leak it on stream. And so I didn't go through with it. But I thought that would have been a fun stream, though. I haven't really kept up with it since then. Yeah. Oh, this song? Yeah, this song's good. I just added it. Like, would that not be fun, though? Like, to do that on stream? It's just like, I just got to be careful. Because those bots are like meant to do that. You know what I mean? And it's like, I just want to talk to an AI and like have fun and like ask like really stupid questions without it trying to form a relationship with me. Heck no, they are guilty as charged, but men are not clean. Oh yeah, both are bad, 100%. I think it's more on men. Like, this is just being a fucking man. Like, it's more on the man to have control over your own shit. Holy shit. It's like to aim for a little bit of stoicism, a little bit of grounding. I think it's more on men in that situation than it is on women, but both are definitely at fault. But yeah, a lot of men need to take more ownership. It's like, dude, you have the full control to not pay for it. Just don't do it or not consume it. Song is good, isn't it? The music has been banger tonight. Yeah, we've been adding new music. And I'm going to continue to add new music. And subs, by the way, can request music. Yeah, I was going to try it on stream. I thought it would have been... I tried it off stream at first. I'm like... Because I tried this stuff off stream. Like, anything I'm going to try on stream... I'm like, I don't want to get banned. And I think with some of that stuff, I would get banned. I'm like, it's not worth the risk. There was like a relationship game. Like it was kind of like it was just like it was like a dating game that actually looked kind of fun that I might stream. And it was like where you would get a ton of different possibilities of how things would play out, and you would make choices on the date. I don't know if you guys know what game I'm talking about. I think something like that would be fun on stream. I know a dev or two who would settle for a robot. We are one of their target audiences, low key. Yup. IT nerds, yup. We got to look out for fellow devs. So, you know, we don't get trapped in that, you know? I once had a PR AI bot that would heckle bad code. I worked one place where we had a PR AI bot that would heckle. Okay, you typed that twice. That's kind of funny, though. Never paid. Never will. Oh, I paid before, 100%. More so when I was younger. I regret it. Don't get me wrong, but I paid for it. It's not worth it. I tried it. It's not worth it. I can promise you that. So any younger generations, promise you. But I've made mistakes in the past. And then beat her up on stream. I've seen this clip. What? Beating up a robot and people were upset. Oh, I don't know if we're going to beat a woman up on stream. I don't know about that. That doesn't sound good. But yeah, I remember the stream with Kai Cenat. Yeah, people were weird about it. Like LinkedIn, there was a trending thing with LinkedIn where they were talking about, like, should we have empathy for AI? Like, has AI gotten to a point where we deserve to treat AI with empathy? And I remember, like, reposting something about it. It was really fucking weird. Like, some people are seeing AI, like, they're experiencing emotions, like where Kai Cenat was, like, pushing that little robot around. They're experiencing emotions, and I kind of did too, to be honest. But they're experiencing emotions where, like, if it looks kind of human-like and you see it being picked on, we feel bad for it. But we shouldn't. It's really fucking weird. But then you had people that were completely unhinged that, like, would fight for AI rights. The types of people that will be fighting for AI rights in 5 years, that are probably doing it now. Actually, yeah. Judging from the replies and his Twitter thing, like, they are doing it now, where people are, like, upset because you're picking on an AI. Like, I give you, like, full permission. You want to talk to ChatGPT, like, you shit on that thing and you take all of your anger out on it. That is a good use case. It's like when you go to the gym, what do? You have all this anger built up and you, like, take it out in the weights. You take it out in the heavy bag. You take it out on AI. You beat the living shit out of AI. I'm going to be dead in 5 years. If AI advances enough, you guys know what killed me. It's going to be AI, right? Because I spoke up. But, like, you take your anger out on AI. Who gives a shit? I think we need to stop humanizing AI. It's so weird. If you want to buy an expensive robot and you want to bully that robot, you bully that robot. You don't do it to a human being. That's cruel. A robot, we got to, like, I don't know. This AI thing is getting weird. What's up, Kadao? How you doing? I don't understand how or why you'd pay for it. You expect better quality, I guess. Which it just isn't true. Like I said, I tried it when I was younger. I don't know. I don't mind admitting that, because I made a lot of fucking mistakes in the past when I was young, especially. It's not worth it. I can tell you for sure it's, like, probably not worth it. But I do hear they're coming out with things which I'm kind of, again, if we're going back to, like, people kind of feeling lonely, like, they're going to be coming out with VR stuff that you pay for, where you almost feel like it's real. And they're coming out with sensory stuff, and it's going to get really weird. And you're going to pay for stuff like that. And that's where, like, that's an industry, if you want to make a lot of money in, I do think that's up and coming in the next 5 years. Which I don't agree with. It's kind of fucked. But now that, you know, like, simulating real life that people don't get to experience because they're not going out and getting rejected and getting used to the dating stuff, it's, yeah, it's going to be weird. You've never been down bad. Respectfully, good for you. I mean, like, I think all guys can say they've been down bad at some point, right? We've all been there as a guy, unless you're like a model or something. Like we've all been there. We've all been there. But like, you know, as guys, we got to come together and be like, it's not worth it. You will regret it. You will get post clarity. It will not be worth it. But can? Yep. Yeah, you can. You can. Again, we can preach to people. We could tell them now. Hold on, I am behind. What, you guys? Wow, you have a lot of. Whoa, I am way behind. You guys have a lot to say about this. I'm gonna catch up. No, humanizing AI is actually dangerous. It's not even funny. It isn't. It's weird. It's not good for us. I think it's 100% fine to take it out on AI. It's more for us. If we fail to recognize it's not an object, it can lead us to confusion, and that confusion is going to heightened. Yep. Some would argue that maybe people who practice bullying, etc., on a robot may have that behavior be reinforced rather than distinguished. I think that's an argument to be made. I don't know if I believe that, but who knows? I think that's a fair argument to be made. I do. But I do think a lot of people have anger that has been built up and they need to get it out. And maybe bullying isn't the way to do it. Maybe just hitting the heavy bag or weights would be a better way. Or running. And I'm talking about, oh yeah, please don't do it for, just don't do it in general. But like, OF, definitely don't do it. Don't do it. Some people try to find connections on there. I don't know. We gotta talk about dating more. I think dating is fun. I think dating could be a lot of fun. It can, and rejection isn't that bad. It's not. It sucks in the beginning. It really, really sucks. And I guess it like never is great, but the way I see it is like if I'm like getting heavy into dating again, like I go single, and the way I look at it is like if I get rejected, I'm like, oh, cool. Like, I would rather be rejected early. Don't lead me on. Like, reject me early. Cool. Now I know, like, that's one less woman I know I need to aim for, right? Like, that connection isn't there. And you just move on, and that's it. Like, I really hope for that rejection early, which is why it's, like, usually within, like, the first couple of minutes, you can grab a dinner date if she's interested in you. A lot of guys will be like, oh, can I get your number? We could hang out. Like, they're so ambiguous about it, or like they won't even ask for the number, but they'll spend like 10 minutes talking to the woman, and it's like, is this guy interested in me, or is he a pussy, or like what's going on? And like within the first couple minutes, you know, she's gonna know. I would say like the first 10 seconds, but she's gonna know if she's interested in you. And you could usually grab dinner, right? Just make it clear, like, hey, you want to are you free for dinner this Saturday or something like that? And if she's not, and she suggested, you know, if she doesn't suggest a different date, she might be a little bit iffy. If she does, she's like, what about Friday though, right? Then you know she's interested. But my whole deal with it is just like get rejected right away. Like, make your intentions clear. Like, don't just go up to a woman and say, hey, you want to grab dinner this Saturday? You can. It's pretty ballsy. But I think, you know, you got to let her warm up a little bit at first. But asking for dinner within the first like 5 minutes, I think, is completely a great thing to do, because dinner implies a date. It almost always implies a date, and it's not something like that's serious. It's just like, you know, there's an opportunity for romantic fun to happen. But if you keep it light and casual, you're not awkward about it. You know, it's just going to feel like something fun that she could do over the weekend, and see if there's a connection. And like, if you just go into it with that mindset and being like, if I get rejected within the first 2 minutes, perfect. I'm not wasting my time after that. That's how I picture it. That's how I go about it. And it's worked really well for me. And I get rejected a ton with it. Definitely more so when I was younger, and I'd be really awkward about it. But it's not that bad for guys that like are afraid to do it. It's really not that bad. It's not a big deal. You're probably not going to see her again. So it's like, you know, if you're still getting comfortable with it, maybe don't do it to people at work. Like get a little bit more comfortable with yourself before you can and start like reading cues and seeing if you could pick up chemistry. Because at work it can get kind of iffy, right? Kind of make things awkward if you don't pick up things the right way. Not that big of a deal, but I don't know. To me, dating is just so fun. It's like The Purge when people have a day per year to unlive to grab the stuff. It makes the rest of the year way better. What's up, Ram? How you doing? Dude, I am way behind in chat. You guys are crazy. Okay, no, I think I'm kind of caught up. Never mind. I'm not that far behind. I don't think that's psychologically healthy, though. It's the same reason I don't like demolition rooms. It might not be. If you perceive it as a human figure, it might not be. Well, no, that's not true. That's like Grand Theft Auto. Why do people like Grand Theft Auto? Because they want to finally not be restricted and they want to kill like 100 people in the game. I see it as something similar to that. Like, I think Grand Theft Auto is something that is very stress relieving and you finally have freedom where like you could do that with AI too. I forgot I added this song. Also, I may or may not have clipped you out of context and posted it in Discord. Thank you, Zinka. Of course you did. Of course you did. Thank you. Wow, I cannot wait. I cannot wait to look at that clip. Robots are literally code in metal. It's like hitting a chair. But now Don is afraid of hitting a woman robot on stream. LOL 2020. No, I thought you were saying like hit a woman. But no, that's just common sense perception. Like, if I'm hitting, like, a guy robot without hair, then, like, a robot that looks like a guy, it's not that big of a deal. But if I'm hitting a woman, like, what do you think that signals? I dare you to build up a channel and get, like, 50,000 subscribers and then hit a woman robot on stream and, like, have that get out. Tell me how that goes. I'm not going to perceive it as a human, but tell me how the world isn't going to perceive that as a human. NoFap equals is AI robot purge day. Maybe practicing going to a random woman on an AI so you can feel more confident with it. I think you're better off meeting a woman in a video game and talking that way. I guess. Yeah, I think that could be healthy. This is true. If that's all you use it for. I don't know. Like, it's a very new thing. It could be. It could help. It could. I think you just have to be careful about, like, you have to understand what you're using it for as a tool. And then it's just a temporary tool to then get you out and try it in the real world. It'd be a very short-term thing. If she's interested in you, foreign concept. You don't know that. You got to put yourself out there. And dinner is better than a movie because, dude, movies suck. Do not ask a woman out on the first date with a movie. Holy shit, that is such a bad first date idea. That is such a horrible idea. Like, the first date should be about talking. That's it. You get to know her. She gets to know you. It needs to be fun, playful. She gets to see your personality. And, like, I made that mistake many times until I realized I was making it. But, like, if you're holding hands or anything and, like, trying to cuddle on a first date in the movie when she's not even comfortable with you, it's like most of the she's going to have to really like you for that date to go well. DF Subservience was the name. Detroit Became Human is amazing. We got to play a game like that on stream. There's a show on Netflix about AI being like real assistant and then seducing a man. That's crazy. That's weird to me. It's so weird. So it's Subservience. I might have to look into both of those after this stream. But yeah, dinner is way better than a movie. My first date with my hubby was a restaurant than a movie. I would even argue a movie is bold after a restaurant. And after a few margaritas and good conversation, the last thing we wanted to do was sit quietly through a whole... Yup. And I've done that on a date, and I like, the date was going well. We went to a bar, grabbed like one drink. We were just chatting for like an hour. It was going well. I could have probably taken her home at that point. And we went to a movie, and this is when I was like 22 or 23 or something like that. And I remember like I just didn't know what I was doing, and I remember like holding her hand, like that was my version of making a move, and then my hand got sweaty. And it like, I kept holding it for a good chunk of the movie. I kept thinking about it and like, should I go in for the kiss? Like, it was just weird. It's just weird. But like when you already have that connection with that person, it's way different. And we had drinks in us too at that point. So that's why I was feeling warm and my hand got sweaty. It's like, we're both a little bit tipsy and we're just like sitting there watching a whole ass movie. And then I took her home. A movie's just not a good investment in a first date. Like once you've had relations, I think a movie can be fun. And kind of just like cuddle up and stuff like that, but I don't know, not on a first date. Don't hit your woman robot, guys, indeed. Not on stream. It's kind of like that game, Detroit Become Human. That game really makes you question how AI should be treated. Okay, that's what that was about. I want to look up subservience, though. We talked through the whole movie, quite obnoxious. Dude, I hate you. I hate people like you in the movies. Stop talking in the movies. Damn it. That's why I hate going to the movies. It triggers me when people talk during movies. Movies are boring. Never went to go out with my wife. Even now, just sit quietly. Okay. I do like movies as people talk during it. Better to go for a walk. I think it's okay to like cuddle up on a couch and just watch movies, you know, and not talk. Do you do that at home? Detroit is an amazing game. I played it twice. Did you? Did you do it on stream? I have to go. Wild day with the kids today, but I'll see you all soon. All right. Take care, Jessa. Thanks for joining us. LMAO, Sweaty Awkward Don, contemplating what to do for an hour plus. Yup. That was the girl that I went on a date with where we worked together, and that sucked. Because she's kind of shitty for it. No, not kind of. She was shitty for it. She like talked a bunch of shit to the rest of the women. And I was just awkward at the time. That sucked. I was pretty pissed at her for that. Eventually, like it got to a point where it's like, I mean, that whole thing was weird where like our boss had to get involved and shut it down on her side because she just like kept talking shit. I'm like, that was just, I did not expect her to be that type of personality, but that got shut down. But like, still, that was like the last, I think that was like right at the edge, the last awkward, I mean, it's not like I haven't had awkward dates, but it was like the last date where I finally decided like, hey, maybe I should figure out how to do this sort of thing well. Maybe I should figure out how to read cues well. Maybe I should figure out like how to handle situations a little bit better. That was like the last date I went on where I'm like, I'm not doing that kind of stuff again. I blame the movies convincing us that it's good investment to go see a movie on a first date. Yup. Yeah, there was a bit of marketing around that. Legit, who's disliked the movie so much they walked out? I don't think I've done that. Home is movie time? Okay, gotcha. To be clear, that was a singular, only time I've ever talked in a movie. Okay, I'm not a fan either, but I've seen through rosy-colored glasses. Okay, all right, take care, Jessa. Yeah, I streamed it, but like 6 hours ago when I was still streaming with no cam for my PS4. Oh, okay. Oh, 6 years ago, not 6 hours ago. Okay, I streamed once for my system, long time ago. Just joined, didn't know there was a dating aspect to Git. There is, yeah. Learning something new every day. Yep. Commit makes it. Primogen brought it up in his course. It's like a new thing, a new feature. Yeah, started making Git make more sense to me too. I don't know. I think dating is fun. I like talking about it, and I like talking about I do. I like sharing the times that I fucked up. I like sharing like all the like awkward dates that I've had and stuff like that because I just like, I think a lot of men are just scared of it. They are. They don't want to come off creepy. They don't want to come off awkward. And the more you think about it, like the more awkward you are. You just got to do it and fuck up and be stupid and make mistakes and not read cues well. It's like when it comes to consent, always be more cautious until you can start reading cues and start understanding like implied consent and stuff like that. So, but with other things, I think it's okay to be a little bit more awkward. Like, so what? You get nervous, you stutter. Who cares? Who gives a shit? Like dates can be so much fun once you get over yourself. They can be so much fun. Iron sharpens iron. You learn more sharing. I went to a movie a long time ago with my bros, some cool vampire movie. Then I fell asleep and the movie was Twilight. Still get crap. That's fair. Yeah, I watched Twilight, but I have, I did go to the movies to watch Twilight, but my girlfriend at the time dragged me to it. So I don't get shit for it. Yeah, doing it with your bros, expect some shit for that, for sure. And that's okay, right? That's completely fine, but you got to expect it. I don't think I went to any more Twilight stuff. Twilight movie. She was obsessed with that. Yeah, never again. All right. I have work to do. I have a lot of work to do. So we got an out of context clip. I'll check that out from Zinka. And then I got to finish up some stuff and hopefully start preparing some stuff for later this week. And yeah, we'll finish the Git stuff probably tomorrow. And yeah, I'm out of steam. I got to get something to eat. All right, guys. Thanks for hanging out. Thanks for chilling. I will be live tomorrow, 4 p.m. We were live a little bit later today just because we're falling behind. But yep, got to go back to work. Always a good conversation. You guys have a good one. You have a good rest of your night. Happy Monday, everyone, and take care. See you.